this is Sarah Lacy, your guest host for TechCrunch Cribs. Jason Kincaid could not make it to China. We are starting our tour of China at Baidu, one of the largest web companies in the world, second biggest in China. And we're going to get shown around today by an ex-punk rocker or hard rocker, or some kind of rocker named Kaiser Kuo, who's the head of marketing. I have my official Baidu friend sticker on, which I understand will let me in the door. And we're gonna see what's up with this company that some people call the Google of China, some people call evil, and some people call a huge worldwide internet phenomenon. Let's go inside.
Hey, Sarah!
How are you?
It's the new mom.
I know.
I understand you
He's
gave birth
good.
to a giant.
I gave birth to a giant. This is why I'm not quite as svelte as I usually am on camera. Thank you for having us.
Yes, on
First
behalf of
time
Baidu,
I've been
welcome.
to the office. Last time I talked to you, you were at Yoku.
I was still at Yoku.
And I see you've upgraded, at least in terms of building size. This place is a Leviathan.
Sure. Yeah, it's what are we, like, we're close to 1 million square feet here. It's really big. It's
insane. All right, well, let's get going. Let's see the building.
Let's do it. There's actually, in the entirety of the campus, we have 42 of these lounge areas, 42 areas for collaborative work. The company actually employs, as of September 30th, 14,700 people.
Wow.
It's big. We've grown our headcount in the last 2 or 3 years at 50% annually. It's an enormously fast-growing company.
Now this looks like we've wandered into, what's his name? Mark Hamill's home planet in...
Yeah, Tatooine.
Yeah, Tatooine,
so,
yeah.
So we have here,
this
is a ladies' lounge. We have these places set aside usually for women who, there's an astonishing number of women here at any given time who are pregnant for some reason. And so,
I'm traveling with breast pump. I might stop by this room later on.
I don't know if there's anyone in here, but these are our sleeping rooms. See here, it says sleeping room. There's nobody in here. Ah, great. So we usually keep the lights off in here, of course, but let me set this up for you. These are awesome massage chairs. Yes, they are.
Oh, there we go.
There you go. This is Program A. I don't know how.
Program A.
Which is
what every working mother needs. So just so I can extend my massage, let me ask you now, a lot of people think of Baidu as, the Google in China, Chinese Google. In my experience, frequently when we have a shorthand like that for a company, it's sort of glossing over the details of the company.
There are obvious similarities.
How is it different?
There are obvious similarities that they're both search companies, right?
Mm-hmm.
They both have search at their core. Let me just address one of these things. I don't know if you've read Stephen Levy's new book, In the Plex, but he talks about this, that Robin, our founder, actually patented what he called RankDex, which is a form of hyperlink analysis. He applied for and received his patent for this before Larry Page did. The inspiration for him, in his case, came from scientific and academic journals, where he realized that the way that you determine You look so comfortable.
I am. Like, go on forever.
The way that, and I will. The way that you determine, relevance for scientific papers, the authority of scientific papers is the number of citations they receive in other peer-reviewed journals, right? So what's the analogy in the internet world?
Right.
The hyperlink. And so he went from there, and he actually received it. I mean, this is a matter of public record. He received his patent before Larry got PageRank patented. So he obviously bristles at the idea that we're simply a derivative of Google when the idea came to him independently.
Right. Well, I have to say, there was a Business Week cover not too long ago asking if you guys were evil. Right. So far, based on the massage chair, I'm going to say not evil. But let's keep going and see if we can find some evil.
Yeah, when I show you, Robin's secret volcano island floating headquarters, or he's sitting there stroking the Persian cat. You
we might start thinking he's evil.
So, this gigantic one right here, this is our big lecture hall. I mean, it seats about 300-400 people. A funny thing on Quora, there was this question on Quora recently asking people, who, what companies have given for names of their conference rooms. You know how Facebook has this really funny series of like bad ideas, like land war in Asia, and we have something. We have the names of famous lines or titles of famous poems from the Song Dynasty. Our name, Baidu, actually comes from a poem from the Song. It's about 800 years old, and it's related to search. It's about a guy searching for this singular, beautiful woman amidst a rabble. And this is our famous 空中花园, the hanging gardens of Baidu. During lunch hour, people come here and play hacky sack. This is sort of like the dedicated hacky sack area. The Chinese style of hacky sack involves these flat leather discs filled with usually washers and then a sort of feathered top, so it kind of slows the descent, and people sort of like sit around in a circle and play hacky sack. And I do have a leather jacket here. So.
Take the boy out of the rock band. You can't take the rock band out of the boy.
Because of overflow, these used to be just filled with just sort of benches and patio furniture. We've had to sort of make makeshift workspaces for people who haven't gotten situated yet, since we have such rapid intake.
This is the holding tank.
This is sort of a holding tank, one of many holding tanks. Actually had an espresso off recently. We had two competing vendors, and so they put up this sort of scoring card. So anyone who they'd have 1 week with one vendor and another with it was blind, and you had to actually rate the coffee. And they decided at the end of this which coffee vendor they'd go with. They made the right choice. The coffee here is really good. I'll make you a cup.
Hey, I was hoping for a cup. I got up at 5 a.m.
It's really yummy. So yeah, we've got these like every 50 feet. It's great. My entire ulterior motive in bringing you to this part is because of the stunning visuals that are afforded from this spot. We have a first name culture, like employee first day on the job who happens to run into Robin in the elevator is expected to say, "Hey, Robin." And yeah, it's he crowds into the elevator like anyone else. It's very democratic in that regard. The culture here is all about that. They really frown on anything that smacks of politics, and so you're encouraged to be extremely direct, even to the point of being brutally tactless. It's one of these places where the engineers and the PMs, they kind of rule the roost, and if your technology and coding kung fu is high, you have more authority in the company. Which is good, because we are a tech-first company. So this is our mega cafeteria. It's crazy amounts of awesome food. We have 2 stations that do hand-pulled noodles. Everything you can imagine.
Now be honest, how often do you come in here and work out?
Like never.
Oh, this is where the evil happens.
Put on the gloves.
You did? Okay.
You want to put on the gloves and have a go? Get up here.
I think I broke it. I have such fury. Were you picturing Google?
No. Alibaba. That was Jack Ma.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, she's still not answering her phone. It's been like 4 hours now. She said she was going to use the bathroom. I cannot find her. We've looked all over the place. this is ridiculous. I mean, this is like a major security breach. I'm responsible for this. You know, visitors are supposed to be like escorted on our premises at all times. Oh, I think I know where she is. I think I know where she might be. God damn it, I knew I'd find you here.
Is it Monday? Is it time for the conference?
No, it's like, yeah, you're gonna sleep right through TechCrunch Disrupt Beijing. I mean,
I'm tired.
Sarah, this is serious. I mean, I am supposed to be escorting you around at all times. Get your ass up.
God, I thought you guys were all about openness.
No. I mean, there are limits to these things. There are reasonable limits to these things.
I'm a Baidu friend. That's what my badge says.
Yeah, friend, right. Your husband is worried sick. He's calling me like
I'm a
3
working
times.
mother.
I'm serious.
I just needed a nap.
You are lucky that I am not making you submit to a cavity search.
God, you guys are evil.
Yeah, we are.
Can I 5 more minutes?
No.
5 more minutes.
You are done with massages, okay? You are done
I'm not
with
a friend
the nap
anymore?
room. I'm no longer our friend.